Hello, hello. Greetings now, peoples. Come on in. Oops, not finger over the camera. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hello. You get to see me with my little coffee bar behind me because it is nails over coffee today. It's kind of a weird angle, but hi. So yeah, we've got some kind of weirdness going on today because my sanctuary is being pressure washed. So this is making things a little difficult for me in my house. So hi. So today we have, it's May 18th, and we have the World of Color mug from Disneyland, which as usual is where I wish I was today. Maybe I should go be a nail tech at the Grand Californian or something in the spa there. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. So, hi. So one of the first things I want to ask you guys about today is I saw, let me pull it up on my Facebook. I saw these nail art stencil things. And I wanted to know if any of you guys have tried them and if you have, what you think. It's called Smart Nails Stencils. And let's see if I can get this video to do. You put the stencil on and then you paint over it and paint over it. And then you peel this thing off and ta-da, that's what you got. Kind of interesting, right? And this is a butterfly. See if I can get a better angle. Can't get a good angle. I can't get a good angle on this thing, but and then there's a butterfly. Okay, so they have all different kinds. They have so they're, yeah, Smart Nails Stencils. And I've got like 42 friends that like them, so I'm hoping to find it's smart-nails.com, and they've got like flowers and little stripes, and I mean, maybe it doesn't look like they're vinyl though. It looks like they're kind of well, maybe they're vinyl. I don't know. I'm just wondering, so do you guys use vinyls, and do you find that they're cost effective for how much they cost? Like, talk to me about these vinyls or stencils or stuff like that. If you use them, how do you feel about them? Because I'm really kind of curious. Yeah, it does appear to have a sticky back. I could see that she smoothed it down before she did it. But then on this other one, once the polish she put down dried, she was able to stick the stencil over the top of it again, but bumped up, and so she could make a parallel like line. It was kind of cool, but too time consuming, Monica says. As I was thinking maybe with like caption that dries really fast, like maybe that would work. This video was really cool. Let me see if I can get a good enough angle to show you guys. This video, they put the stencils down and then they do this little edge and then they take it off and there it's straight, and then once the polish is dry, puts it down again, does this section, peels it off, and ta-da! Well, that looks pretty easy, right? Charlotte says, good for newbies like me who are just getting with nail art. Well, that's kind of my thinking, is I'm just wondering if it would be, right? And that looked really easy. And with these fast dry polishes we have now, Colleen says, I have vinyl stickers, but mainly do hand-drawn art. So, Colleen, what do you think the vinyls would be good for? Because like I said, with like Dazzle Dry or Caption or Vinylux dries pretty fast, but not as fast as those other guys. Like some of these really quick dry polishes we have now, it seems like it would be, Charlotte says, mind you, wouldn't clients feel like they could do it themselves? No, I think they still would feel like they had two left hands. Where would you get those? Well, these I saw, I can post the link, are on www.smart-nails.com. So it says Smart Nails is a collection of nail art stencils used to create designs on women's nails. And it says a cool DIY product that makes nail art fun and inexpensive. So, I mean, you could retail them for your, you know, do it mostly at home clients. Like I said, I'm just wondering with the fast dry polishes for some of these more advanced designs, because I'm gonna be real here. Painting, hello in Guatemala. Hi. When it comes to painting, I'm real hit and miss. And like I did butterflies at my nail art class and they were okay, but it took me a while. You've gotten them at the Dollar Tree. Like, do they have lots of them at the Dollar Tree, Monica? And I mean, is that something that if we were to buy them wholesale like we do, could we sell them for $1? So, Colleen says it would probably be better with fast dry polishes. I use OPI and Vinylux so it smudges. Okay, so Vinylux doesn't dry fast enough. Yeah, because like I notice when I'm polishing Dazzle Dry, like by the time I come back to polish my second coat, my first coat's dry. And so that's why I was thinking with Dazzle Dry, and because I'll have Dazzle Dry in my retail case, something like this I wouldn't mind retailing, because it would be kind of fun for people who want to do at home, or people who do their daughter's nails at home, or those kind of things. Like if it's that whole thing, they're going to buy it from somewhere, they might as well buy it from you. And anything I can do to keep them out of the nail aisle at the drugstore or the Dollar Tree or whatever is a win for us, right? So, I don't know. Anybody else use any of the vinyls? I mean, because there's some of the vinyls you can get from like whatsupnails.com and stuff like that that are more patterned, like fish scales or the little diamonds or those kind of things. And these don't seem to be like that. These seem to be stencils for actual shapes. So let me see what I've seen on here. Chain links, these cool little wave things, flowers. Charlotte says, yeah, you're right. People buy polish themselves too, but still love their pampering, right? If you do shellac and then do the vinyl, then top coat, well, maybe. Yeah, I mean, because I know that stencils work with that. So there was that one I just showed. There's some waves. There's one that's got diamonds down the middle, and they take and like angle it across the side so they can get the sharp angle diagonal line, and then they lay the vinyl over it again when it's dry, like half on, half off. Bianca's Nails, I've never tried vinyls, but it seems time consuming and tricky. Yeah, okay, so let me see if I can get this one to show again, because this is one that I think would be way easier to do this way than any other technique we have. So let's see if no, dang it, my Facebook app crashed. Hate that. Come on. Okay, well, what it is it's looks like a French nail, except for the white's done on a diagonal, and then they lay the little diamond shapes right along the edge of the diagonal line, and then they put black in it. And I just keep trying to think that I can't think of another way, even with stamping or hand painting or anything like that, to get it this perfect without using a vinyl. Okay, let's see. So let's see if I can get this to go in a way you guys can see it. So they put the vinyl down and they paint the white over the top. I'm sorry, my screen's really shiny today. And then they take that off, and then once it's dry, they lay it down right over the edge. There we go, maybe we can see that better. And they put the black in, and then they pull it off. And look, it's right on the edge of the white. half on, half off on all the nails. Now, that seems to me like that would be easier to do that way than any of the other. So I think if you were like doing a bunch of flowers or stars and moons or something like that, that maybe stamping would be faster, obviously. But if you're just doing something like that, this vinyl seems like it would be easier, but it would really only work with a fast dry polish or gel polish or something like that. So yeah, kind of I'm intrigued about that. And I'm totally going to go look at the nail stuff in the dollar store now, Monica. I would have never done that. There's a Dollar Tree right by my house. So I'm going to totally go check that out. So let's see. Oh, can you guys see my little Disney sign over my shoulder? Isn't that cute? The trick is having each layer of polish be dry fast. Yeah, Colleen, that's what I was thinking. So that's why I was thinking the Dazzle Dry. I see a lot of patterns that Dazzle Dry that Vivian posts, and I really like, I see a lot of designs, and since you can't, it dries actually too fast to like press glitter into or anything. Like I've tried that. So, well, it's not really off topic, Bianca. Bianca says, kind of off topic, but I've heard of techs printing out DIY nail stickers, right? Better late than never, Victoria. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Yeah, Lady Russell, that's what I said. Caption also. Caption dries fast, but I noticed with the conversion, you still have to wait 4 minutes before you can conversion top coat it. And that you are still supposed to wait until it's dry to the touch before you stamp on it with caption polish, but then you can, the stamping dries so quickly you can top coat right over it right away. So I'm a little wondering how fast it would really dry to be practical in the salon, because I haven't done water marbling in the salon ever because it takes too long. But I actually learned at the Wildflowers Nail Art class a way to do water marbling in a fast enough manner that I would actually, and I will offer it in the salon either. Also, yeah, Barry, I did it in a class, and it was really fast and really easy, and I would totally do it in the salon the way I learned. So, way too long. Oh, please share. Yeah, once I get all the stuff for it, there's ways to do it dry and it looks prettier. See, and I haven't had a really good experience with trying it dry, because that's the thing in the salon. I'm all about reliable. Like, that's why I've used shellac all these years, is because I like that it goes on the same way every time. It comes off in the same amount of time every time. It doesn't matter if I don't have to file it first. I don't have to do any of that stuff first. I could just put it in the wraps, and in 5 to 8 minutes, depending on which top coat I'm using, it comes right off. Because to me, it's all about the timing. I don't necessarily know that I really care how long it takes, as long as clients are willing to pay for that time, and it can be the same amount of time every time. See, that's kind of my deal, is I don't know that I care about the timing, but I want it to be consistent so I can price it out appropriately and so I can schedule it appropriately. Because if I think it's going to take me half an hour and it only takes me 15 minutes, well, then I just lost 15 minutes worth of income. But if I think it's going to take me 15 minutes and it actually takes me a half an hour, now I'm 15 minutes behind, and that's not going to work. So I think that a key thing that a lot of manufacturers are missing is that component to sell to us of how long it's going to take you, you know? Bianca's Nail says you can pre-make them on leftover form paper. Yeah, I've seen that. And then you can peel them off and stuff like that. I'm kind of messy. And I'm kind of a clod with that. So I don't have when I peel it off, half the time it doesn't come off all in one piece. I guess maybe I'm not using consistently the right amount of like top coat to put down underneath it or something. Or maybe I'm not using my polish the same consistency, thickness or something. And that requires time for me to sit at my table and do these ahead of time. And I don't know that I'm going to do that. Yes, that's why. Okay, well, maybe I'll try another time. I don't know that I'm going to do that. I mean, I did it with Vinylux some when I worked at the spa, but that's because I was getting paid by the hour anyway. And so if I didn't have any clients, I was still getting paid. So I just sat there and pre-made some nail art stuff and, you know, had time to do that kind of stuff. But when you're a booth renter, you know, and so you still have to factor that. Bianca says I do it when I've got downtime. Yeah, I guess maybe I just don't have a lot of downtime these days. I don't know. So maybe that's my fault. But so, I mean, that's why I use a peel and stick file system, is because ain't nobody got time for all that sanitizing. So, and I find that when I use disposable, one-use, singly wrapped files, I use them for my natural nail clients, but I find that when I use them on my artificial nail clients, I must press too hard, because, yes, I do. I use Tammy Taylor peel and stick files. Because I end up about halfway through finish filing, I end up breaking the file. So I like the ones that go on a real thick backer board, and so that's why I use the Tammy Taylor ones. That, because the purple Terminators are just amazing for prepping acrylic. So I'm all about, I don't know, like I want as little, I call it side work because I used to be a waitress. So I call it side work, you know, filling ketchup bottles and salt and pepper shakers and all that kind of stuff before the end of your shift is side work. And so I call it side work. All the disinfecting and cleaning and sanitizing and nail art prep and organization and ordering products and all that kind of stuff, I call it side work. And so I try to keep my side work kind of to a minimum, because I don't want to do side work. I want to do nails, or I want to go home. And so, you know, I try to keep and I already have to fold towels and all that kind of stuff. And so I don't know that I would have the patience for doing that. So I'm looking for something that would be something I could do on the fly. You know, like maybe Nail Candy Kate, because she works in a tattoo parlor. Maybe there's something to be learned from that industry. You know how tattoo artists have lots of pictures of their work, or books of their work sitting around for people to look at. And then they go then they draw up the stencil or whatever, and they make the copy, and they, you know what I mean? They get all of that ready. And they include that as a part of the price and everything of what you're doing. I'm wondering if we had something like stencils that we could pre-do just like a sample book of ahead of time, or in like a collage and a frame or something like that, where people could say, yes, I want my nails this color pink that they pull off the swatch ring, and I want these butterflies on every nail with, can you add some sparkle or something to it? Like, how much easier that would be and faster. So I don't know, maybe, oh, it doesn't look like Kate's in here today. Maybe that's something. So something I wanted to ask about, we're talking about doing it next month on the Pass the Polish scope train, but it looks like I got overridden. What trends for nail art are you, or nails even, nail color, what are you really seeing right now in your area and in your salons? So if I don't know where you are, say where you are from and like what kind of colors or what kind of art or whatever. I'll start. I'm seeing a lot of really bright pinks. Ombre in Chicago. Are you seeing a lot of art there? And if you are, what kind are you seeing? So I'm seeing a lot of bright pinks. I'm seeing a lot of stones, full color, no art. Interesting. Got the baby boomer action going on, or whatever colors it might be. Do you use a sponge, or do you use gel polish and kind of fade it together? See, in Flagstaff, we have glitter fades. Yeah, a lot of glitter fades. I do see that too. A lot of my clients are one color with a somewhat coordinating, or maybe silver or gold or champagne color or whatever glitter fade. Yeah, I'm actually seeing some more requests for stones on an accent nail, like a couple of stones glued on and then sealed in. Let's see, Charlotte is over there in Kent, UK. Glitter French and stamping is popular for me, but I'm just starting. That's totally fine. It's okay to be just starting. Yeah, I still do a lot of French manicures too. So there still is a lot of French. And I also do a lot of colored French manicures where it's not white. It's, you know, another color. Southampton, UK for Victoria. Glitter fades, natural or neutral colors, or wild art. Okay, so what kind of like wild art? How many of you guys are doing one stroke in your salon? Oh, in Chicago, oddly enough, no French there. Interesting. Fun French. Yeah, I would say that fun French is a good way to put the twist on the French manicure or two color thing. Yeah, what kind of colors are you seeing? Like I said, I'm seeing really bright pinks, like my shirt, or that really super candy fluorescent-y pink, almost neon, but not quite. I've seen a lot of Tiffany blue. One client had a theory driving test, so wanted roads on her nails. Right, Victoria? I just did some nails not that long ago where my client was going to motocross. Colleen says baby blue, down in Flagstaff, red, teal, purple. Yeah, one of my clients was going to motocross, I stamped tire tracks on her nails. Another works with animals, so wanted dogs, a wolf, etc. Okay, so, and are you guys seeing a lot of accent nail, or accent nail and secondary nail art, or all 10? C&D Cake Pop, OPI Tiramisu for two teal corals. 2-tier corals, I bet you meant to say. Victoria, another boom, pow, zoom, etc. Right? Accent nails art has waned off. It has over there in the UK, or at least over there where you are, Victoria. Interesting. Interesting, because we are still very much accent nails over on the west coast of the US where I am. Still very much accent nails. It's like Flagstaff occasional accent nail. Like I would say probably the majority of my clients are accent nail. French has taken a slow slide too. It really fell off. That's over in the UK, Victoria. It fell off a lot here. But then came back. Charlotte says, yes, bright or milky pinks are popular. Yes, definitely the milky pink. Colleen, lots of accent nails and toes. One toe with nail art, a sun, a butterfly wing, or whatever. Toes. See, that's another point that I was thinking about the vinyls. Because if you are polishing toes and you have the vinyl stencil already sitting right out, then you can polish the big toe, move on to polish polish the 2 big toes first, then polish the 8 little toes. And then by that time, if you're using a polish like Dazzle Dry, or maybe Caption, I don't know, then you can easily just lay the stencil over the big toe, do the accent stencil, and then top coat everything. I did an accent nail today with glitters and stamping art on my Instagram. I'll check that out, Victoria. Yeah, in the nail art class I was in, we did like glitter fades that then you seal in and wipe off and then do art over the top. So it's a glitter fade background. That was kind of cool. Monica, accent nails, all matte everything. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of matte now too. And I really don't like it because it doesn't look finished to me. Like finished nails are shiny. I guess that's why I have a problem with a lot of 3D things, because, hello. Colleen says, great idea with polishing the big toe first. Yeah, see, that was a technique I learned. Okay, so way back in the day, to go all the way back in the day, there was a Pro Finish gel UV Cure top coat for regular polish. Yeah, I don't like matte for the same reason. It just doesn't look done. Anyway, hello. So with Pro Finish, it had to air dry for like 5 minutes before you could top coat it, but then it was all the way dry when you were done. Bianca's Nails, glitter seems to be the only popular thing, and this salon doesn't really do art. Yeah, that's, you know, I would say that's pretty common. But so this Pro Finish UV top coat, so the way we used to do it is I used to polish one hand, let it start setting while I polished the other hand so it could start setting, and then I would get out my lamp, and then I could top coat the first hand and it could cure, and it had to cure for, at the time, I think it was 3 minutes. And then by the time it was done, the other hand was ready to cure for 3 minutes, and then they were totally dry. Now, I did that eons ago, like eons and eons ago. But so it taught me the benefit of jumping around a little bit to save time. And so that's what I'm kind of thinking with some of this nail art stuff is maybe some of us could make it more profitable by jumping around a little bit. So like say we're doing an accent nail in water marbling, okay? So we do the drops in the cup and we dip the nail in and we drag the stuff off and we pull it out and it's done, but you have to not touch it until it's all the way dry. So then we can go drop, 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 drop. You know, swirl it how we're going to do. Dip the nail in, wipe it off, pull the nail out, and let these two nails sit and air dry while we do the other polish that we're going to do on the other 8. And then by the time we're done polishing all the other 8, then we're ready to top coat all 10 and cure. So Victoria has 2 lamps, save loads of time, I have found. I could definitely see that being a benefit if, you know, that's what you're doing. I'm sort of a space on my table person. So I tend to work out of one lamp set off to the side and I just make them cross. And I use an LED lamp now, so that definitely goes much faster. Like the lamp always goes faster than I can go anyway. And I do a lot of 10-second flash curing for stuff. Ugh, they're pressure washing outside today, and so we had to bring all our furniture in. That's why I'm sitting over in my little coffee area. And now there's all these little gnats everywhere. So yeah, I'm just thinking about, yeah, super fast lamp. You know, that's, you know, if you've got a super fast lamp, then I just use the one, although I gotta tell you, I'm not in love with the CND UV lamp, but I can't buy, or CND LED lamp, but I can't afford another one just yet. And yeah, you can't beat an LED lamp time. And I actually think I am, now that I'm doing more gels, because my gel system has a 3 bulb lamp, but cures whole hand, and it's smaller. And I like that Amy Becker does a lot of stuff where she'll like lay Mylar into the nail and then she covers it with saran wrap and she can hold it tight and then pick up her lamp with the other hand and hold it while she's holding the saran wrap tight over the nail just long enough to set it. Then she can set the lamp back down and pull it off because her UV lamp is actually small enough to just grab with one hand and beam at it to do some of the nail art work she does. And so I think I'm going to have to suck it up and get Amy Becker's UV lamp and that makes sense because that's the gel I'm using. So I learned from going to my Amy Becker class that my CND UV lamp was killing me with a self-leveling gel because the CND, the old UV lamp, has that delay before it turns on, which is great if you're doing shellac, because then if your client bumps, they can pull their hand back out before it actually turns on and starts curing. But if you're doing self-leveling gels, not cool, because the nails look perfect and you put them in and you push the button and in that like couple of seconds it takes before it turns on, the gel moves. And so I figured out that getting away from the CND UV lamp for my Masterworks self-leveling gels made all the difference in the world. I went to a lamp that actually turns on when I turn it on, and all of a sudden, all of my gel problems went away. So this is why for speed and results, because time is money in our business, we should be using the lamp that goes with our system because it really does work better. So now it's on my to be purchase list. I've got this kind of weird hair action going on here. So what lamp? Amy Becker's lamp, she sells it on her website. It's not very expensive. It's like $60. Trade hands after freezing, 1 nail at a time. Just keep the lamp running. Well, the problem with that, though, is not all the lamps stay running anymore. And I have an old lamp that I can leave on, and that's the one I'm using right now. But I still find that it's still not curing as well as with a 4 bulb. I have to cure even with a 4 bulb with it, I have to cure my thumb separately. And so I don't like doing that. I'm an all 5 kind of girl. And so Amy Becker's lamp on her website, it's a tunnel lamp. So it just looks like a little rounded tunnel, but it's really compact and it has 3 UV bulbs in it instead of 4. It's a 27 watt lamp, but it's all the same, and it's just, and yeah, you use your CND UV lamp. So do you use CND gel? I mean, do you turn it on? Do you just keep turning it on? Does the CND UV lamp have a stay on option that I didn't know about? Doesn't solve my problem for the picking it up and tipping it down thing. I like that, but because I was not aware. Oh no, see, yeah, see, I want one that I can turn on and is gonna stay on, and that also has the smaller footprint. So I think that, like I said, I think the Amy Becker lamp just might be in my future, since I'm doing more gels. So yeah, just some kind of real nail tech talk here today. No, but you can add time with the plus button. Oh, that would also be a really good way to make sure on my timing. So if I added time with the plus button, how high can you go? Because then that would let me know if I was getting my application done. If I was able to turn it on once, and like especially on a full set, if I was able to turn it on once, but say it was set for 5 minutes, then I would know when my 5 minutes was up. I hadn't thought about that. I might have to try to do that. I do like the hours timer on the UV lamp from CND. I like that I can check the hours on my bulbs so that I know when I need to replace them. I do like that part. So maybe I just need to figure out a different way of working with it. Thanks. Good tip. I hadn't even thought about that. Genius. Now I just have to figure out how to do the saran wrap, plastic wrap thing over the Mylar and get their finger into the lamp enough to flash cure it without, while I'm still holding onto their finger, because I don't trust them to hold onto it, and the plastic wrap has to be held down tight. Maybe that's a good thing for me to do on the Rain Girl. Oh, Rain Girl. Looks like it's going to be sample time again. All right, guys. I'm going to skedaddle out of here. We did lots of lovely nail tech talk today, but, it's been like a half an hour in my kitchen. Been listening and driving. Hello, Andrea. I did see a post somewhere on Slickport today, by the way. Yeah, hold it under the finger nice and tight. That's what I like to do, but then I have to kind of wing there. You can go up to 360 seconds on CND UV. Okay. On eBay, there's a bottomless mini LED lamp. Oh, I don't know how I feel about. Well, first of all, I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying any professional anything off of eBay. So manufacturers don't have eBay stores. Have your own website with a shopping cart. Because I'm a professional and I'm not buying professional products off of eBay. So it's generic. Yeah. I don't know. I would think I would feel better buying a lamp from Pros Support Pros, I'd feel better buying a lamp from Amy. That's just me, I guess. And it's not that expensive. It's like $60 US. That's like next to nothing for you guys in Canada or in the UK. It's expensive for you guys in Canada. But there's a Masterworks distributor in Canada. So, yeah, if you're trying the saran wrap technique, yeah. Well, I've done it, but I didn't like having to hold it myself and tight and put their finger in the lamp to flash cure it. I liked when I saw Amy do it. She was holding their hand, so she was holding the saran wrap tight with this. And she was able to just grab her lamp with her other hand and hold it over the top and then set it back down. And I like that. So, again, that's that whole fast, fast, fast thing. I like fast at the things we can go fast at, so we can take more time for the things that we want to and still be able to make money. So it's all about system and speed and doing things the same way every time, and knowing your products and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, ladies and gents, I'm going to beat feet out of here. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel for Nails Over Coffee. Feeling kind of like a nut today. So, Nails Over Coffee. Gotta get on and do some University of Nails work. And I need to order business cards. Good night, everyone in the UK. Bye, Kimberly. You need to text me and tell me if you've gotten moved into your space yet, Kimberly. Laters, yeah, catch the rest of it on the replay. Of course. Bye, you guys. For people watching later, feel free to post your comments and thoughts about the things we talked about on the Facebook page below the link for the video. That would be awesome. How do you sign up for the webinar? I haven't opened up signups yet. They will open on Sunday. It will be done through the University of Nails. There will be a code that I give you at the free webinar on Sunday at 11 a.m. my time. And the link for the webinar will also be on the University of Nails webpage. So I'm going to use the University of Nails website for all of this because it will be a Google Hangout on air. I should add I'm Oh, that's funny. You have 2 scopes, Victoria. That's awesome. Yes, I am having a webinar on Sunday. It's a free webinar on salon success. And it's going to talk about the webinar series that I have coming up for July and August. That will be an 8-week series. And yeah, and so the early bird special will be open all day on Sunday. The video will be available, the webinar will be available for replay on the University of Nails YouTube right after the webinar. And that day will be the early bird discount. The full price for the 8-week webinar series, covering everything. It'll be a hands-on technique webinar series, and it will be $397. But there's going to be some really good discounts and really good bonuses for people who register on Sunday, like some super awesome stuff. So if you're interested, make sure you check out the free webinar on Sunday at universityofnails.com. The link will be on the public homepage. So if you're a member, make sure you're signed out so you'll be able to see it. It'll be on the public homepage, not the member homepage. And you should be able to click on the link there. It'll be a Google Hangout on air. And I should have the chat window open, provided all of my technology works right. And so I should be able to answer questions at the webinar. The webinar is going to talk about some salon success stuff now. No, I don't have all the codes and stuff up yet. That's part of what I'm doing this afternoon. So you'll be able to sign up on Sunday, starting on Sunday. So yeah, that'll be all good to go. And the webinar series is going to cover basically all the things that you wish you could have been mentored into if you didn't have a mentor. Each webinar, it's going to vary. The weekly webinars are going to get posted in a private Facebook group that's only for people who are members of this webinar series. And they'll get posted on Sunday. They'll be about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on what the subject matter is. Then there's going to be some stuff for you to do. There's going to be some follow-up during the week as you practice what the webinar taught, and we're going to be able to function all out of this Facebook group. There's going to be maybe some Google Hangouts time where we can all get up to 10 of us together, me and 9 other people at the same time, and be able to do some questions and answers. Like, it's basically going to be like going to a class, except for we're going to have it over 2 months around our busy schedules and from our houses or salons where we can work. That way you don't have to drive to somewhere, and then we can get some good hands-on work done and feedback and everything. So make sure you tune in on Sunday to the free webinar at universityofnails.com. All right, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Farewell. Sayonara. Peace. Oh, you guys are so cute. All right. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow then. Ciao.